Hello there folks, SeKo Starcraft here. We got a game with IllmadicW in the bottom left against DuckDock. Gold League. Will's so proud he's up to Gold League now. Not to belittle that, 'cause it's actually a huge accomplishment for him. But I think Gold League, the lower leagues I think have kind of flattened out a little bit. I don't know if anybody else is kind of an amateur chump like me, where Gold League, where I was probably about like 75% win rate in Gold League. You know, I'd get up to like the top 10 or so, but I'd only play a few games here and there. But now it's just like I'm 14-1, and it's weird. It seems maybe people don't play it as much anymore. Just the talent is kind of flattened out a little bit. Just all right. It's nice to see IllmadicW out here. Maybe we'll run each other on a ladder sometime. What kind of a match would that be? Low ground wall off against Terran. That could be funny. At least he hasn't started chrono boosting his workers out. That's a pet peeve of mine, when protoss start chrono boosting their workers and their supply blocked, or when they don't spend their chrono boost at all. Both funny. Oh, it's gonna be a cannon rush, I assume. Seen a good cannon rush in a while. At least against Terran. Against Terran, you got to be really slick. I like the high ground pylon, cannon on the low ground, and then put cannons on the high ground. The good old Wiedemann style of cannon rushing. I don't know if you guys watch that too much. Usually does like the bronze to masters cannon rush only. You see some interesting little strategies, particularly how to beat that strategy. That's what I like learning about that. Importantly, if he traps this probe inside... No, Will hopefully listens to my coaching that you never, yes, you never let the probe go. You always follow the probe. Get the Marines started. Get the Marines started! You're not starting any Marines! I'm clicking it for you. Press A. Well, it looks like he's gonna give... There, no, it's a Reaper, that's why. Watches enough pro stuff. Now this is a pretty bad spot for DuckDock, I would think. A Forge is going to do him no good. His Nexus is going to go down pretty nice and early. Come on, Centre. You got 4 minerals. Click, click. Build, build. Command, command. There we go. Reaper's finished. Got to get that orbital started pretty soon. Don't send it there. Send the Marine there. If you got this, you see this, send this Reaper across the map. That means he's got nothing at home to stop it. Nothing. You can micro for days. That Reaper would cause so much havoc over here. All these workers would be running in all different directions. That one cannon does not protect over here. You've got a wall off as well. That pylon's not helping anybody. That's just me. Factory started. Reaper not doing anything. Lots of cannons down. Starting Cyber in another gateway. I mean, this is the thing though, is like if you see this stuff happen, like just take these Marines and send them across the map. Like they'll outrange this cannon and hit stuff. You've got a Reaper there. Like these players that open with stuff like this are usually so far behind in everything else. I know I've done so many cannon rushes before that everything else is so delayed. It's ridiculous. Hopefully he doesn't lose that to a cannon. That'd be upsetting. Should come in, shoot at a gateway for a while. I mean, that's cool. Starport started behind this. Widow Mine. Don't die. William. Oh, that actually worked. That's the proudest moment this cannon could ever hope to have in its life. And he scans it. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. Now, William's worried about other tech. The cybernetic score is done, so he's worried there's another tech. If you were to come in here and you see there's a Nexus, a Forge, double gateways, double cannons, this guy's not doing anything else. Like, if he was to cut and put down like a Twilight Council, he'd be so starved, he'd be so far behind, it would be insane. That was about 600 minerals worth of mules spent that probably didn't need to be used. Or maybe just one, just to hit over top of that to see if the chrono boost is being used on the cybernetics core. So widow mines are happening. He's rallying him to his mineral line because maybe he's worried about oracles. Once again, forge opening usually means delayed gas, which usually means that all other techs are just almost obsolete. He's also chrono boosting his warp gate, so he's just got chrono boost to spend. We probably should be using it on workers. Units wise, we can see the protoss player is actually super far ahead from William. Major far ahead. And huge queue up of workers. I mean, that's 200 minerals worth of workers. Save it, throw down a third CC or something, and I mean that's a lot of stuff. Well, at least that means he's going to micro. He's actually going to go for attack, which I like. Attack, William. Attack. And behind that, it means he's going to keep building workers. So I can't fault him too much for this, because that means that at least by the time he gets home, he's going to have a decent economy. Medevac, it's nice to give it a hotkey, 1 or 2, so that way, as you're microing at home, all you got to do is click number 2 on your keyboard, hit B, and it'll start moving faster. You don't even have to watch your medevac, and you can keep boosting it to its destination to get there sooner. A bunker at the front is sometimes nice if you are relying simply just on Marines to keep it alive. Well, there are more Widow Mines coming out, which should be good. More medevacs, more SCVs. Got to keep it on that supply. Gonna be supply blocked here pretty soon. Medevac ready to start doing some business. More gateways going down. Robo on the way. William needs to get down some more. Oh, that actually got through. Well, that's a thing. Focus down the... Well, he got out 2 of the Marines. If you're in this position, here's another tip as well. Both these Widow Mines here are going to do the same job as one Widow Mine. Pick one of these Widow Mines up, unburrow it, and pick it up in the medevac. So you can use it later. You can drop it somewhere else. You know, drop it on the third, drop it in the front. This one Widow Mine is going to do the same job. He's not going to be mining here for a while. So you might as well save it. Maybe even run it into the main. Get some more damage done. I mean, he did get killed there. 3, 6 kills, not bad. He's still probably down by like 10 workers. No, he's actually only down by 4 right now. Reload. 6 kills. 5 kills. Solid. And saves the medevac and most of the Marines. Now he's not that far up in supply, because right now he's building all of his add-ons and getting massively supply blocked. That probe's still alive. Whoever that Marine was that was going after it should be fired. Double engineering base on the way. And he's back to building himself some workers. No, he's not building any workers. William, workers. There's workers. Yay. I've told him to see what his minerals are at right now, 1100. If you find yourself in this position, you just went for an attack, you came home and you've got 1200 minerals, throw down, you know, another 2 racks. Throw down another command center. And just get yourself in a position to be able to capitalize better. Even some more supply depots, just anything you can. Did he get the... Hang on a second. I want to see if he got the observer. Nice! Good job there, William. That's a bit of a risk. Sometimes the observer's not in range of the Widow Mine. Nice snipe, though. It's actually pretty cute. The other observer might be out in time to stop it, but what can you do? Third base going down, I like that, but there's no army. William's got no army. He's got 1200 resources, and he's not producing anything. That's part of this hotkey issue here. There's the more racks going down. Get all these guys on the same hotkey. There he is. He's getting them hotkeyed up. Get your upgrade started. This is a little tip I was working on actually with Dipstick as well. Is every now and then just go to the minimap and go to your main base and look around and see what you're missing. Upgrades. Are they upgrading? No, then I'll upgrade. Supply depots. What's my supply at? Oh, I'm at 72 of 78. I'm going to need those soon. Let me start another 3. Oh, medevacs. My medevacs is my starport hotkeyed? Yes, it is. Good. Everything else hotkeyed? Yes. Is my saturation good? No. Keep building workers. Right? You just find ways to spend your money better and keep ahead on everything when you just routinely move through your bases. Kind of at a weird spot right now. Protoss player's back, still stuck in his base, building up an army. This is where, once again, if you have some more units. That's cheeky. Now, if the observers are out, you know observers are out. These Widowmine plays can be pretty expensive to just throw these away. So you got to be pretty careful about this. He's throwing down cannons right now, so these Widowmines probably aren't going to pay for themselves. More barracks. Still not producing fast enough, spending his money fast enough. Lots of medevacs. And another base down. Supply depots. Armory on the way. Good timing for his 2-2 to be moving along. I think his opponent is going to be at 1-1 at about the same time here. Got most of those hotkeyed. Finally producing more units. What you can do, depending on the composition. This composition is mostly ranged. Lots of sentries and stalkers. So say, depending on the composition, sometimes you can get some Hellbats mixed in. It's a good way to spend some of those minerals. Keep the gas separated, and then at the same time, keep your army pretty good against any of the zealots. Good economy here. Now he is mixing in the Hellbats. That's great. Good economy here from William. At 48 workers, still building more. It's surprising how long you can keep building workers, and still you can use more. Like, this is good saturation. It's about to die off here. More supply depots. Supply blocked again, but we can see he's really just starting to push out tons of army. Look at this production tab. He's finally got all of his buildings into place. Does he have a stim done yet? No combat shields, bit of a mistake, but at least he's got stim and concussive finished. He's actually moving along pretty good. But this is where, once again, he's got a pretty good army. He's got to go out and test the waters. A nice scan at the front. This is a great place to scan against a Protoss player to see what their composition is. This composition would get destroyed by this comp. There's not much units here, unfortunately. The composition is right, but the actual amount of units is a little bit low. A lot of it's in production right now. More rallying. You can see the production happening there. Widowmine's in a great spot. Could bounce up here, do a little bit of hitting, and then back off. So let's see what kind of micro William can bring to the table here. Should get his 2-2 started here pretty fast. The upgrades are very, very important in this particular phase of the game. I like the missile turret. Very smart. You've got the money. Put those down so you don't lose to something really stupid and weird. I also like having missile turrets at the front where your army is rallied out of the production facilities. I believe those Widowmines got sniped. See, this is good. You've got enough medevacs that you can pick up and run away if you need to. What I think would be really great for him to do is use one of those medevacs and hit the base. Most Protoss players, I'm going to pause. Most of this is, it's all on one hotkey. Number 38. All of his armies on one hotkey. So if we came over here with the medevac drop, one cannon, you can drop back here and kill a ton of stuff. Snipe that. All this army is going to come home to deal with it. This army then can swing around and hit the third. Actually scans to get to the observer, but he doesn't have that big of an army here. I don't think he should be engaging. Yeah, now you kind of just have to run away. Not the best place to engage. You can see the size of this army. If this army was running across the map to join up with this, he'd be in a great spot. But this army is not. Should be getting those 2-2 started, William. Combat shields also very, very helpful. Still building more SCVs. Very proud of him. Look at that. Great lead over the Protoss player. 4th base on the way. But now he needs more army. 2-2 started with his combat shields. Very smart. This army can stomp. The DPS of this is amazing. If you scan a Protoss army and he's got this, there's no Colossus, there's no Storms. Just 1A into that mofo and run that guy over. I know he's got some force fields to help with things, but man, do a double drop in the main. Hit his tech. Look at how vulnerable this is. When I play Protoss, I'm always so worried about this. Look at all this important tech. My Robo, my Twilight to keep my upgrades going. The Bay. All of these things, if they get sniped, just suck. Get the Cyber if you get a chance. Kill some pylons. If you get into a base like this, don't worry about sniping all the pylons. Snipe a major tech building like the Robo Bay. Costs a lot more, and usually you'll be canceling an upgrade when you do it. Doom drop this guy. Like, scan the main, pick everything up and go in. Not even kidding. Go for it, Will. I believe in you. Cool. No, watch your army. Don't do this. The army's gonna run to their death. Okay, why this happened, why this army is now gonna run and die, is because William clicked all of his units to go inside of the medevacs, and the units that don't go inside the medevac are still trying to get in the medevacs. That's why if you have army that's not in the medevacs, you've got to group them and send them away. Otherwise, they will chase after this, and you'll watch this entire army here is going to die. Well, at least he's attacking with it. Behind this, still producing more snipes the Colossus, snipes the Bay, the Robo, the Twilight. Great job. You still got some units in there. It's nice if you look over your army, you can see if there's stuff in the medevacs. And just as I said, the entire army is going to try to funnel through this little choke to get home. Behind this, keep building more units. 10 Marines at a time. 2 twos are still done. This is a terrible place for the Protoss to attack into. Almost no surface area. All these guys are funneling up you one at a time. It's again just going to get shredded. Another tip, if your army is like this and it's all bunched up behind buildings, either run away or put them on hold position, because at least these units in the back will shoot at buildings and stuff. So we see a lot of units in the back aren't shooting. If they're on hold position, they'll shoot at the closest thing they can shoot at. Get another stim in there. Lum them stims. It's getting pretty close to wanting to run those medevacs away. 2-2 is finished, so this army is actually being really beefy. It might just make it through. Takes out the Immortal. Behind this, still more production. More barracks. Planetary's finished up. A great spot. Sniping the Cyber. Great thing to snipe. Protoss players hasn't GG'd out, which is not too surprising. But he's got nothing he can do right now. He can make Zealots. That's it. Everything else has been eliminated. And he leaves the game. Finally, Will goes and plays aggressive. That's awesome. So happy. Great game. SeKo Starcraft. Thanks everybody for watching. See you soon.